I'm back this time with a 5x8, 5.5x8, 5.5x8 journal. The ones I've been making a lot of lately, which is cardstock over fabric. This scrapbook cardstock, I've actually put a vintage lace handkerchief around it, so we've got that pretty on the cover. These I forgot to show you on the others that I've been uploading, but these pop out so you can write something on there if you'd like to. That's the back. This sari silk is a sort of pinky beige colour, and this one is no frills, for a change. I rather like it. And we're calling this one Francis, as I said. So got a tall pocket here with a 1932 document. Don't know what happened to the bottom of it, but that's how it came to me. She says she can get it back in. To be a bit careful because it's quite delicate. Maybe I should just take a bit more off the bottom of that. And this is a ruby and pearl card with a quote, and I've put a little snippet on the bottom here. This is some scrapbook paper and a little bit of old document just to dress that up. Here I have got a book page. And then a little collection of tags that I've put together just on a brad. It's an old photograph, a bit of old document, and a bit of ruby and pearl paper. On this side, I think this flicks out. So this flicks out there. This is a book page. Just like the way this looked with everything else, but we're holding that in with a clip, a little dangle here with a flower fairy, some collage on this side. This was clipped under there, so that's a little cigarette card in a glassine bag. This is just a journal card and some vintage French ledger paper there. It's lovely writing. This pocket, so in the pocket is a computer card that's been decorated, but then around the page I've put this from that Victorian 1877 scrapbook, just a page from that. But I've clipped that round like so, because I like to dress things up a little bit. So we've got some pretty pink on this page, and then I added an image here, that's me, just to dress this page up a bit. Stenciling. I don't know why I keep clipping everything in. I like to make doubly sure that nothing falls out. This is from 1955, a French document. I think it will fall out, to be honest. And I've used a scrap of old document to make that journal card. But just in case we're worried, we'll put a clip on it. Another journal card. Remember where that came from. That's probably out of a book. There's a bit more of the handkerchief that's on the front, so you've got a bit more of that as a dangle and some writing space under there. In this pocket, that's an old postcard. There's a little bit of dry embossing on there. And that's from French exercise book, that old atlas, and a cigarette card. some old ledger paper. I put some more from a different ledger in there, 1921. And a little tag from that Sarah Midden book. This is an old, I think that's Italian book page and photograph. Genuine photograph. This is some scrapbook paper that I've had for a very long time. I like the way it picked up the colours. It's quite white on the back, so I've just put some sewing paper on the back of that. This is an envelope that I've turned into a pocket, so that's the tag that's in the pocket. And then this goes together with a magnet, and there's just at the moment just a couple of bits in there. So that'll, I like the way that works. This is another French document. This is some tea stain paper I've just put round. This one is definitely more of a writing journal than the majority that I make. This is our centre. Again, I've added a dangle on there, flower fairy dangle. A little decoupage pocket. Blank receipt, French receipt. And again, this is a quote from a Ruby and Pearl digital. She buried her past, planted a flower or two, said goodbye to the old and welcomed the new. This is some fussy cutting over a French book page. This is just a journal card. This is some tissue paper and a printable. Used the majority of the handkerchief because I've made a pocket here, fabric pocket, and a 1914 document with an old postcard in there. There's no stamp. French. Oh, would that be 1882? That seems really old. Anyway, nice little girl on the front there. Another pocket with some bits and bobs in. Scraps really, some of them are scraps, but nice to collage with. This is a magazine page. More of that ledger page. This is a pull-out with a pocket here. It's just a 1921 ledger that came from, and that's a 1937 document. This is an envelope I put together. I've included a cabinet card, a little bit faded that one, very pretty back. A bit more dry embossing on this one. This is a document from, it says 1985, so that's relatively recent, but I liked the way it looked. Get it back in, yes I can, and a library card. This is a book image. I've literally just popped that round like so, just to give some interest to that page. I can obviously write on the back, tuck something under. Another pocket with a page from that Peterson's magazine and a little tag in there. This I think is another envelope. A 1957 document in there. It's just made from a book page. And and on the back there's a pocket, so I put some ledger paper in there. I don't know if we've got a date. It's quite stiff, quite nice. And I've pinned in your 4-page penny magazine from 1832. And your article in this one is about teasels. So there you go. So that's Frances. A bit plainer than normal, but I rather like her. And obviously you can take everything out of there and put your own things in and make it your own. Or not, whichever suits you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.